if you have an ability to see the something out of the box, things would be really, it would be not that great challenging.
So challenges really matter. Challenges is what shapes us.
Correct.
But we should have that right mindset, as you said,
Yeah,
to tackle it.
yeah. Most turning point in my career is when I would say I took an opportunity to tackle few of those things.
If the company or the boardroom knows what the challenges are, so they are more open to work on the challenges rather than just see the good data and move away. And you cannot just put everything under the carpet. Translating R&D into scalable product is a tough challenge. So what's the most common mistake you see companies make in this transition? So do you think India has the right ecosystem, talent, regulations, consumer trust to lead this industry?
I can definitely 100 and 1000% sure that India has excellent science pool talent.
Today on Pharma Now, we have Dr. Ravish Patel, General Manager Technical Operations at Kodo Life Sciences. So welcome, Dr. Ravish.
Thank you so much.
How are you doing?
I'm good, and thank you for providing me this platform to share my experiences with ET Prime and Pharma Now. So great opportunity.
So our audience would really love to know about your journey. How did you came up till here?
Mainly in actually I have started my journey in with Intas Biotech in 2007, and gradually I learned a lot of analytical technique, techniques in the field of biosimilar. So I would not now label. I would say that I will not no more label myself as a bioassay expert, but yeah, I have now ability to take care of the many other aspects also in the biotherapeutic segments. So till 2024 I was with Sun Pharma, and then I have now shifted from biotherapeutics to into cell and gene therapy, though it is a part of biotherapeutics in itself, but the dynamics is bit changed, and my journey so far since 2007 to till date, it's almost around 18 years in this field. So I have seen lot of progresses in this field. I have seen the lot of potential, I would say, and there are multiple things which I have learned, came across, that how to tackle, how to handle those challenges. When I particularly talk about the cell and gene therapy, which is my current domain, where we are into the plasmid DNA manufacturing, and where we actually main focus is to support the cell and gene therapy organization. So I have been also part of the many international platform and able to get an opportunity to interact with a few of the key people in the cell and gene therapy segments, and where I realized that there are a lot of gray areas and a lot of regulatories per se. There are a lot of things which still yet to, it's still evolving, and then it's not about the gray areas, but it's also about that what is right and what is actually bare minimum which has to do from the regulatory per se. So in nutshell, in overall this journey from starting to till date, I came across the different segments in biologics. Also, I got an opportunity to work on the vaccines when I was in Cadila. So I work on rabies and HPV vaccine, also some plasma derived products that what, and it's a part of my journey when I was in TAS. It's now also having a plasma derived facility. So there are multiple things which I came across, and the message to audience is that it's really having a huge potential in the phase field, and the cell and gene therapy segments is literally booming.
Okay. So I've came across a lot of multiple things while you're 18 years.
Yes, 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 yes.
Okay. So looking back, what's been the most defining project or turning point in your career so far?
So, so most turning point in my career is when I would say I took an opportunity and to to tackle few of those things when I was in Vitane. I took
Hmm.
then opportunity to tackle. There are the some assignment that I would say the projects which is actually a client projects which is
Hmm.
been not in India. It's in Iran, and then Iran
Hmm.
is having its own another challenges when they have very not open and friendly
Yeah.
relations with the
Hmm.
US, and then there are a lot of things which they are not easily get an access which other part of the world can get. So
Hmm.
so when we took this opportunity and this project that during those in Vitane days,
Hmm.
I have seen that there are certain things which initially we assume that we can be able to tackle, but then later on when we actually into the real scenario, we understood that oh, this is something which is, I think we have given the commitment to the
Hmm.
client, but I think would be very challenging. So I took that
Hmm.
as an opportunity, and I took that things that challenge in very positively,
Hmm.
and also in a very correct mindset,
Hmm.
and overcome all those obstacles, bottlenecks, and then I think I passed with the flying colors, I would
Hmm.
say.
Hmm.
So
Yeah.
that was not a turning point, I would
Hmm.
say, but I would say that was the something which would be something which makes me what I am today, and
Correct.
I would say that would give me the confidence, that give me the strength that
Hmm.
things can be moved if you
Hmm.
have a right mindset.
Correct. Hmm. So challenges really matter. Challenges is what shapes us.
Correct.
But we should have that right mindset, as you said,
Mindset, yeah,
to
yeah,
tackle it.
yeah, yeah. And moreover, I would say that if you have an ability to see the something out of the box,
Hmm.
things would be really, it would be not that great challenging.
Hmm.
It would be just you have to just apply the different approach.
Yeah.
So how you apply the approach, it is all matter.
Hmm. Approaches matter.
Yes, yes.
Approaches, like it comes from the experience. Like
Exactly,
approaches
exactly.
really, it keeps on evolving.
Yes,
So
yes.
how you used to approach things
Yeah,
earlier, like
yeah.
10 years before or 18 years before, today
Exactly.
is very different.
Yeah. And when you said the question with the starting, the very key term, the turning point.
Hmm.
So it's really interesting. Like, it's a message to the audience also, when we think something. Let's say, for example, I took the yesterday's examples on also when I was
Hmm.
traveling from a central station to the
Hmm.
hotel, and they have booked the cab, and then
Hmm.
then suddenly, unfortunately, the cab driver was not so versed or skilled in driving, or I
Oh.
don't know whatsoever reason,
Hmm.
he hit two people on the road, and then there
Oops.
was there was a something which was like, I was like, it's too late at night, and then it was a big heated arguments and all
Hmm.
that thing. So when you think out of the box, that is very important, that how to handle that situation, because that situation now it's is arise like something which
Hmm.
you have not controlled, I would say,
Hmm. Hmm.
because of this whatsoever reason. Maybe because of he's not skilled driver, maybe it's
Hmm.
a traffic, maybe it's not a proper traffic regulation has been established by our city, or whatsoever reason, but it means how you will be handle that situation is all matter. And
Correct.
that I spoke separately to driver, that this is something not your fault or his fault or
Hmm.
somebody's else fault, just you learn that how you will handle this
Tackle it.
situation. So a situation handling is also, and it's definitely it's come with the experience.
Hmm.
So
Hmm.
I agree with you.
Hmm. And I think people should like move on. If even if like there are challenges, you just adapt it, accept it, work on it, and move on. You keep on talking about it and about the challenges.
Exactly,
And
exactly. So I would say to the young audience, mainly when I was in Sun Pharma, so I have handled few of the Gen Z people, and they are like even current organization also. I have a Gen Z subordinates, and they are like, "Sir, ये नहीं होगा." So like means I literally said, okay, I never say this to my manager or my boss that ये
yeah.
नहीं होगा. So then I just have I have to have a lot of patience
Patience.
and to handle, and then to make them understand that see, this is something you cannot keep on
Yeah.
complaining. So you have to understand that there are the things which, you know, people now reach to the moon, and then we are what we are talking that in nahi hoga. Everything can be possible
Possible.
if we have a right mindset.
Correct. नहीं होगा. Very true.
So
Yeah. Handling Gen Zs is like you have to have a lot of patience.
patience, yes, and you have to ready whatever comes on your table. You have to listen them. You cannot expect that they will speak in this ways, they will speak within this way. They are very upfront, they are
Very upfront,
very
yeah.
transparent, they are very clear. And I am not having any a reservation or objection on their the way
Approach.
the way they approach. I would certainly appreciate that also. They are like very to the point. They
Yeah.
are very clear that what is they can be able to do, because we as a millennial are like always like we are saying, man, our manager, okay, we will do,
Yes.
okay, we will do, we
We'll
have like
figure out.
yes boss kind of this thing, and we always write saying that yeah, boss is always right.
Right.
But this is no more in with the Gen Z.
Yeah. Hmm. We are like we'll figure it out. We'll see.
Yes,
We'll do it.
yes,
We'll
yes,
figure
yes,
it out.
exactly,
But those people are like
yeah.
correct. So when do you think about your role today? What part excites you the most? The science, the operation, or the consumer impact?
I would go with the consumer impact and science. Definitely, science is something which determine the impact on the client. And I would say that being in this segment currently, when I am in Kodo Life Sciences, and Kodo is client oriented and service provider kind of organization, and where we mean that our collaboration with our future clients should be as transparent as possible. And
Yeah.
when it comes to the data, it is a data driven company, it is quality driven company, and we wanted to be as much as possible to transparent to our future client. And we wanted this thing can only be achieved with the science. If
Yeah.
if
Very
you
true.
do a proper science, you will put a proper rationals behind the your essays, your activities. Definitely there is a very less room for your justification behind the something which if in worst case scenario if it got fail also. So you have all rationals, you have all risk assessment and everything, you investigations, everything you have in handy, and everything is looks good. So I add here that one thing which I learned when I was with Sun Pharma, and I interacted with one of the very key leader, uh, and in a very interactive session. We were in a one meeting room, and I was presenting a data. So as an scientist, it's a mindset where we always gives and shows the pictures of the good things. Always it's like a goody. So we have that. So this is a very natural and common, there is nothing wrong in that. But that day when that leader who is on the very key role, he said that it's not always required to show the all good data. Sometimes you always sometimes you can also show us the bad data failures also.
Yeah.
It gives a more trust that yeah, because nothing you will achieve without a failure. Every success is a part of failure. So that part is really touched me, and I also believe that science is not always, we can say it's a success.
Yeah.
So it's not a tick mark, done. There are some setbacks, there are some bottlenecks, there are some obstacles, and you should be as transparent as possible. Okay, it's failed, now we are planning for the next experiments, and this is how we have designed our experiments, and we will be coming up with this as expected results. Might be that plan also got failed, nothing wrong into go into. So this is how science work.
Yeah.
So I would say that the client impact and science I would select from this question.
Okay, so let me emphasize that like success is a part of failure. And
Exactly.
failure can be parts of success also.
Exactly.
So if you be transparent, like if the company or the boardroom knows what the challenges are, so they are more open to work on the challenges rather
Yeah.
than just see the good data and move away. And you cannot just put everything under the carpet.
Yeah. Exactly. So that philosophy always I took it as an good feedback, and I then onwards, I whenever I present my work or my data in the forum, I always put those failures also, which gives gives that confidence to the audience that okay, there are some hiccups also, and there are something which this picture perfect के पीछे imperfections is also something
Matters.
which is also need to look into, and then there is nothing wrong into presenting that. So that's
Correct.
what I
Yeah.
would say.
Yes. Because if we work on that, then only we can create a picture perfect thing.
Correct.
Very true. I think this is a very nice thing to
Yeah,
learn today.
that I learn, and I now give this message to the young generations also, and also the audience who is listening this conversation, that nothing wrong in presenting failures. You as a kid, sometimes we hide our
Yeah,
scores.
we are scared of
We
it.
are to the parents that okay, what my moms will tell, what my dad will tell, if I'll share this scorecard to them. And sometimes we took the I remember there was one of my friend come neighbor who used to make his fake signature of a parents, because this is how the fears, so nothing wrong. And as an manager, as an leader, I also appreciate if somebody comes up with the failure. Okay, failure is a part of work. So it's how it builds the steps of the success. So it's
Correct.
just a step of success. Yeah.
So even the company or the room should be open enough to give them that space to so that
Exactly.
they
So
are
how you
comfortable sharing that.
Exactly. So the fear should actually first go. So you have to be a very much friendly with them. So then this will be as transparent as possible. So
Yes.
so in GMP there are a lot of transparency is required. In R&D we are not that stringent about the documentation, but when it comes to the compliance, when exactly what the current my domain is, which is required, this stringency in terms of the documentation, in terms of the transparency, in terms of the contemporaneous, and everything should be as per the guideline GMP. So when we talk about all these big jargon, so it all comes when you and your subordinates or your team members have a very good bondings, and so that's how they will share that okay, I forgot this entry yesterday, unfortunately, because of so and so reason. So now what is the solution? Everything has a solution. So as a manager also, I should not be like I cannot escalate a warrant if you forgot that, and then it's how it happens. So sometimes it's, and then he learns also eventually okay, next time I should be little more cautious about that.
Yes.
Yeah.
Next time also he'll remember that
Yeah,
the help
exactly,
you
exactly.
provided.
Yeah, that's make all
The
so
difference.
correct. Yeah, and that is how we have to build up this relation, and that is
Yes.
how we have to nurture them.
Very true. Okay, moving on to next question. Translating R&D into scalable product is a tough challenge. So, what's the most common mistake you see companies make in this transition
So what I understood your question is that translating R&D
into
into.
scalable products?
Okay, okay. So I would say that when we talk about the biosimilars, so we have a lot of micro heterogeneity. When we talk about the biotherapeutics, it could be a MABs or maybe a cytokines or maybe a growth hormones. So these are the having its own different challenges when we talk about the particularly when we talk about the biosimilars, where they have their innovator pathways, which is very much it's having its own reference products, and we have everything which is already somebody has did before we start. So when we say it's just a copy and paste thing, but when we have our biological system, which is a cell line, which is very unique characteristics, and at R&D level, maybe at a flask level or at a lab scale, you looks things are very goody pretty fine, and similarly this is not exactly translate when at scale. So at scale, it's having its own challenges, and there are might be failures also. So that's what actually I wanted to tell here.
So, like while you do R&D, so there might be like you come up of a thing like this product has a potential.
Exactly,
It,
yeah.
it can work really well in the market
Yeah,
or work really well for a patient.
exactly.
So while doing R&D, so like do you find like that this company or the manufacturing company actually you know does the most common mistake which the company does?
Um, so common mistakes, I would say that I cannot critique on somebody's approach or somebody's practice, but what I can conclude that there are a few very clear guidelines.
Yeah.
There are very few. There are many other guidance documents also, which is easily available on the public platforms, and this could be a something which we maybe not taken into consideration, maybe uh, due to the our confidence on the system, maybe due to our confidence on our own skill,
Yeah.
and maybe due to the our previous practices that is commonly people are doing in industry. So I would say that this could be something which people has to look into,
Following the guidelines.
which gives you a very good confidence, where it it is really helpful if you are doing something wrong, rather than later you find any setback or something which avoids the failures.
Okay. So guidelines is what people need to stick to. There are not strict guidelines, but
There are guidelines which are very strict and people has to stick to them. There is no other alternative, but at R&D level, there are some documents where you will get very good ideas that for example, there are some things which we have I would not use the word lack of understanding, but lack of experiences, or maybe we are somehow somewhere we are confident that okay, this step is perfectly what will I have uh, done in my previous assignment, and this is acceptable. But then you never know that there is some another chapters or revision has been published,
Yes.
and that you might be not touch upon, and then you might get some setbacks. So I would say that later on, when you submit your dossier or documents to the regulatory bodies, and you will be getting some queries to relook into that, and that is just wastage and delaying your overall timeline. Better you do it beforehand, so that this timeline and everything can should not be sacrificed.
Yes. So this is the mistake which people need to understand.
Yeah.
Okay, what's the hardest part of taking a new nutraceutical from idea to market?
So I would pass this question because nutraceutical is something which I would not having any exposure in this field. Uh, so
Okay,
I pass this
we'll
question.
pass this. So, do you think India has the right ecosystem, talent, regulations, consumer trust to lead this industry?
This is a very good question, I would say, and I really like this thing because I have even in the few other forum in India, I have seen this topic as a very key challenges when it comes to the talent in India, ecosystem, funding, everything. So I don't find any gap in the talent that is really at par, because I have attended so many international conferences, and I can definitely 1,000% sure that India has excellent science pool talent. The only thing is that the academia industry collaboration, which is something which is very big gap, where which is I can see that we in India have some isolation, where the academic are working something different,
Very
and then
true.
industries are in their own zone, they are never work hand in hand, and that is where I can see the big gap.
Yeah.
And this is something a very burning issues, where other countries like European countries and USA, it has a excellent hand in hand collaboration, and also other Asian countries, and they have a very good collaboration in terms of the project, in terms of the funding, in terms of the industry academia, their projects, and I think we also moving slowly in that direction.
Yes.
And governments are also focusing on that part, where how industry academia can collaborate very nicely. And this is where, if once we will reach to that, I am sure that there the day is not far where we will be also coming with the innovative molecules.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
So talent is at par, but the collaboration is
Is
required.
lacking. Yeah.
No, that is really true. People in academia, they learn mostly theoretical knowledge, but the industry is already working on. They are experimenting. So why
Yes.
not start? The experiment should start from the academic level.
Exactly.
True. Yes. Okay. So, how do you like integrate science and consumer demand effectively? Because you said like you have chosen science, also consumer impact as in the earlier question. So, how do you integrate both science and consumer demand effectively?
So first of all, I would say that being in this segment, we have to understand the what is their expectation, and how we can put our best science in on the bench, and how we can deliver best to them, to serve them best possible way.
Okay. So, understanding the market, understanding the consumers.
Needs,
Yeah.
their needs, their expectation, and all together. So
And
we,
coming up with the science.
yeah, exactly,
Innovation.
exactly.
True. That is where R&D really matters then. Okay, let's have a like quick like we'll take a question of a one word answer.
It's
Okay,
kind of a rapid fire.
rapid fire.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, so what is your favorite moment in your career so far?
My favorite moment in career so far, I would say then I got an opportunity to earn and learn policies when I was in Intas to pursue my doctorate. So while being in the job, so that was my uh,
Best moment.
best moment. Yeah, I would say.
Okay, coffee or chai during long researching hours?
I would prefer coffee.
Coffee. Are you a morning person or a night owl?
I am a morning person, but nowadays I am a night owl. Early morning, I sleep hardly 2 hours, 3 hours sometime.
Oh no.
So it's all how is currently happening. Maybe it's not for long time. So there is a these days also going to end soon. But yeah, I'm a morning guy.
Okay. So, a book or a podcast you would recommend to young professionals?
I would recommend a podcast. Definitely, it's now trend, and I can see many people on the airport, on the stations. They are more into the. So I hardly see people having a books in
Book,
their
yeah.
hands. It mainly in India, not in European countries and in US, because they are even in Gen Z also they are having a still books in the hand. But yeah, so still the era is now and trending is there, so I would go with that podcast. Yeah.
Okay. If not in pharma, which career would you have chosen?
So if I was not in pharma, I would go to hospitality.
Okay.
I like that, and that is a passion. Maybe event management, hospitality, and all these things is really having like it's a passion. So I still do this all things. So I remember when I was in one of my ex companies in when I was working in Hyderabad, Vitane. We are like a startup organization, and there was no HR or admin. So there that time there was a first event of the Dasera and Deepavali celebration. So I took the initiative and I have started and approached my director that can I make this event like Rangoli competition and traditional dress competition and so on. So then he said, yeah, you the floor is yours. You do whatever and let me know what is the budget. But you do so, and I would say that was the one of the best event I have organized that time, and it was a superb, and still people who all associated and they are still in my connection. They remember that yeah, you did that and you spot on. So yeah, so I would go with that professional if I would in pharma.
Okay. So now you should take some time out and you should organize one more event.
Yes, of course. Let me know where I can contribute to you. Yeah.
Okay. Anything else you want to add?
No, I'm done. And thank you very much.
Thank you, Dr. Ravish, for sharing so much insights to our audience. Pharma Now is really grateful to have you here with us.
Thank you so much. Thank you
Thank
so
you.
much. Yeah.